China has imposed 125% tariffs on American goods, and those steep tariffs go into effect today. The White House has said that there currently are no.
I don't think that Apple exists in a benefit of the United States in any sort of unique way. Like, Apple is an international company. They have no, like, they care about the United States, but they don't have any allegiance to it. They don't have any obligation to it. Like, if the United States isn't doing well, Apple is just going to go somewhere else. So why is it that we're doing things that are in the best interest of Apple? It's like Apple has gained like billions of dollars in value. Where is that value to the American worker? Where is that value to the individual person that lives in the house, you know, like 3 blocks over from you? Well, that value doesn't exist. And this is the problem, is that all of the value and like the wealth that's being created is being created in an abstract, and even that abstract is consolidated inside a very, very small handful of people.
God. Populism was a fucking mistake, dude. It isn't about Apple condensing all the wealth at the top. It's also about, if Apple does well and Apple is situated in the US, then more countries are willing to do business with Apple in the US. By doing so, they are also doing business with a lot of other countries, countries and companies. Countries and companies that Apple gets its materials from, manufacture and assemble things from, right? So these are all things that greatly benefit the US economy, because the more the US economy goes in and out, the better the US economy does, because everybody is so reliant on it. By doing so, you're cutting off all the supply lines. And by cutting off all the supply lines with tariffs, you're fucking over the US economy. And Apple holds a significant portion of such flow, right? He's purposefully trying to piss me off. He doesn't know of my existence, but he's doing this on purpose. No, he knows of your existence. He knows who you are, Lynn. Okay? Let's be honest.
Negotiations happening between the U.S. and China. Now, this trade
He has to be grifting. Asmongold has a degree in business. No shot.
war is painful for
No
both
shot.
countries.
I
Last
refuse to
year,
believe it.
the U.S. imported $440 billion worth of goods from China, everything from toys, clothes to electronics. Those reciprocal tariffs, those are going to hurt American farmers. China buys more soybeans from the U.S. than any other country. All of this is hurting small businesses as well, not just consumers.
Yeah, it does.
That could face those higher prices. I visited a toy store in Virginia, and the owner told me that
He worked for the IRS. Okay, where are you getting this? Can you show me proof? Because if he has, then this is just extremely fucking moronic, like insanely ironic.
virtually everything she sells in her store is either made in China or made with parts from China.
Yeah, of course.
Ike?
Selena Wang, thank you.
Yeah, no, it's a whole lot. And what is this here? Majority of U.S. companies would do that, though, if they knew the routing companies would just head out to somewhere in UK right now, brick and mortar themed companies that would suffer. Yeah, well, they are suffering already. That's what's happening. You're directly talking about globalization, and it's mostly bad for any one country. Well, I think that it's like it's very one-sidedly bad, I think, for us, and I feel like, especially in the state that it's in right now, China has been fighting back against us in the with the meme wars. See, what they're not showing is that in these are going to be union jobs, and they're making $150 an hour putting this stuff together. Chips are going to be cheaper too. That's right. That's right. Why is it a fat guy with a... Why does he have a microscope over the KFC? Is this really fried chicken? Let me take a... Oh, this looks like the original. Oh, yeah. All right, there it is. Yeah, let's get Chicken Inspector with the NVIDIA chips. You're goddamn right, brother.
小红书.
Look at this, bro. Like, this is my favorite one. These are union workers. You have to understand, like, this man has a 7-bedroom home. He's making upwards of high six-figure salary. He works about 23 hours a week. He has 3 weeks of paid vacation. Every weekend is off. And yeah, this is
No. Can you point to me one blue collar worker that has that many benefits? Can you point to me one blue? Oh God. I bet Asmongold doesn't know about, like, does he you know what? I don't even know why I'm asking. He definitely knows about Elon Musk's union busting, but he just ignores it.
is the future, right? This is the future. As
Can
soon
you
as
check
we
out
get
stream
China out
suggestion?
of the
Sure.
equation here, and everybody in America is going to be a fuck.
Yeah, we watched this. Well, I didn't watch this one, but like he's watching it now, you know. So yeah, cool.
Fucking millionaire. That's just how it's going to be. Yeah, only 3
Dream
weeks.
business.
Well, I mean, yeah, no, you're right. It's 3 weeks a month. Yeah, he gets 3 weeks a month of vacation. So that's what it is. I do find it to be
Dude. Asmongold is 100% grifting. I'm sorry. Okay, he can't be this stupid.
ironic where it's like, haha, look at these Americans doing these demeaning jobs. Well, wait a minute. Those are your jobs. What are you trying to say? Here's a list of Chinese electronics products that he is exempted from tariffs late last evening. So no, you're not going to have to pay double for your next mobile phone or tablet. He just exposed to Beijing exactly where our trade weaknesses are. So you have all of these things that are no longer going to be tariffed. And so, yeah, Tim Apple made the call. Somebody made the call, and now things are changing. And so, yes, Trump has roached out on tariffs. As I said, I'm annoyed by this. I'm not happy about this at all. I thought it was a great idea to tariff China because, again, I feel like they just have massively taken advantage of us with IP law, etc. And, also like the accounting practices stuff. I don't know a whole lot about that. And it's just like basically doing business in China. It's not symmetrical, right? It's massively asymmetrical. And the companies that are trying to come into that country and do business have to give up a lot of what I think are, rights that they should have as businesses. So anyway, that's it. So everything that matters. Yes, basically, well, it's apparently like somebody said it's like 23% of the of like the amount of things that are being shipped in from China, but it's a pretty good amount, And let's see here. Look at Selena Wang. He will separate this using Section 230. You've typed this 2 or 3 times, so if this isn't something useful, you're getting permabanned. Let's see if I can find it here, if there's anything interesting. So, relief for tech COs, tariffs may only be temporary. White House tells me that Trump will issue Section 232 study on semiconductors soon. Trump has said auto, steel, pharmaceuticals, and others will be included in existential tariffs. Yeah, but like the thing is that if you do tariff relief one time, what's to stop people from expecting you from doing it again, right? Like that's really what I think. And anyway, we'll go back over here. I'll see if I can find it. If this is something that's new or it's from yesterday. No. Okay, this is from something else before. So, yeah, exactly. I'm glad you call out the bad calls. Well, I mean, I've always called out bad calls. People are just mad when there's a good call and there's something I agree with. The thing is that people think that you're biased if you disagree with them. It's really just that simple. And so, now people are going to say I'm biased against Trump or something like that, or not, or whatever. But the fact is that, yeah, I mean, that's the way that I feel about it. And as unbiased confirms, yeah, Trump's flip-flopping is so erratic. Well, it is erratic, and I think it's so erratic that, like, if I was China, I would not come to the table at this point. I wouldn't, because, like, this is too, like, if I see somebody acting this way, like, this is just me, I'm like, okay, this person is going to burn out and pop off, and then eventually they're just going to go back to normal, right? And so, yeah, it's too volatile, too unpredictable, etc. Trump fucked up? I think he fucked up. I definitely do. And I can't see it any other way besides that. I mean, I'll see if there's like a video on it or something like that to look.
So he thinks Trump fucked up because Trump should have kept the tariffs around. Well, have you ever considered that Trump maybe fucked up the other way around by placing the tariffs in the first place? And he realized now that it's a fucking bad idea. Well, the one thing I'm glad for is that at least Asmongold didn't cope, this time by saying, Masterful gambit, good sir. At least he didn't say that, so, that's better than nothing.
At. But overall, I mean, like, I'll be real, like, it definitely looks like he fucked up. And it didn't go the way that he wanted it to. But let's see if I can find this here, if there's any more of this. Yeah, China doesn't have any cards in this. Yeah, apparently, Trump doesn't either. But yeah, I don't know. Have you seen the marathon trailers from Bungie? Not.
I thought Trump had all the cards. What happened? What happened, Aspen buddy? I had Trump had all the cards. What happened to that? He no longer has all the cards? What's going on here?
Not yet. I'm going to watch it in just a little while. So it's a tariff war? Yeah, but if it's a tariff war, then it sure seems like, China's winning if Trump is the one that's getting rid of the tariffs, right? And
Wait. So now China is winning? I'm pretty sure Asmongold said that China, it's fucking over for China. I thought all of his videos and everything that he said on tariffs was basically that it's over for China. So what happened now? So now China's winning? I thought Trump had all the cards. What happened to that? What happened to that, buddy?
especially because, like, nothing has really happened. Why is he making this exception? And
Oh, so nothing has really happened this time. Really? So we aren't earning money. Where's the money go? Where's the money? Pay up, Asmongold.
I just think that it's a bad move. And yeah. Do you think Trump trusted Lutnick too much? I have no idea what he trusted him with at all. And Section 230 is basically separating it from 145%. He will apply separated tariffs because we import medicine from them. I don't know. I mean, again, like, I've pretty much said what I think about it. But yes, Trump did roach out on the tariffs. And I saw this earlier. We'll probably watch a video about it as well. But yeah, that's pretty much about it, right? And he met with some business people recently and is making concessions for them. Yeah, but, like, that's not what I want him to do. Like, I don't want Trump to act in the best interests of large tech and large business, because I don't think that large tech and large business acts in the best interest of the American people. So, like, when these companies are, like, trying to, like, lobby and cry to Trump, like, oh no, don't do this, do that instead, or whatever, these companies are the ones that have gotten rich off of slave labor. They've gotten rich off of planned obsolescence with manufactured electronics that are programmed to fail. They've gotten rich through basically offshoring American jobs to other countries and then shipping it back to America. These are some companies that have made millions, billions, trillions of dollars doing this. And I really don't respect it a whole lot. I don't.
Guys, numbers have no meaning anymore. He can never. Do you guys notice how he can never pull out specific numbers? He only goes to like millions, billions, trillions. Like, hello? You're going by a factor of 3 zeros every single time you do that. Millions, okay, that's 6 zeros. Billions, 9 zeros. Trillions, 12 zeros, right? Like, do numbers even mean anything to Asmongold anymore?
And so when I see Trump making concessions for them, I don't see Trump as helping America, because Apple might be, you could think Apple is an American company, but it's an international company. It sells.
Oh, so Asmongold thinks that this is his way out of a cornered position. So Asmongold corners himself because he's been praising and licking dick. Praising Trump a little bit too much, okay? But now that he's backed himself into a corner to get fucked, now that he's backed up too much and folded down too much and died on this hill, now he's like backing out. This is his way out, okay? Don't you see? Maybe now he'll finally realize, oh, I was just wrong the entire time, and there it is, boys. I don't know what else to say. That's all that happened,
Over the world. Apple has no allegiance or obligation to America. And I think the fact is that it's important to keep that in mind. Apple didn't elect Trump, the people did. And so when he's meeting with Apple and making decisions on their best interest, that's frustrating for me. It definitely is. Are you not worried about hyperinflation threat? There's a lot of things to be worried about, but what I'm also worried about is this ongoing problem that's been going on for years and people not being able to get jobs. Trump roached out because of the whole world. As I see on chip makers are not fair to the rest of the world. The reality is that all you think about is America. Well, of course, all I would think about is America. I mean, I live in America. That would be my main focus. I mean, who would you expect me to think about? Why would I be thinking about like
No, you fucking moron. It's because your sight of America has led you to your own blindness. It's because you want to see America so much you aren't seeing the forest for the trees. It's because you're so zoomed in on a single fucking microscopic cell and your fucking multi-million bank account to the point where you're not considering how the economy is a vivid and interconnected space that requires meticulous scalpelting, not this brash chainsawing of your balls and dick.
Germany or something like that. I mean, that's just, it's common sense. Weak from Trump? Yeah, definitely. And I'll be curious to see how he tries to spin this one and explain it. Like, for example, like, and you guys remember, I mean, I very strongly defended Trump, you know, putting the 90-day pause on tariffs for people that were willing to negotiate, because I'm like, okay, well, if you're willing to negotiate and come to the table, it's the same as like how they were trying to get a ceasefire for Ukraine and Russia before they had peace talks, right? Okay, I get it. I understand that. But this, I don't understand it. I don't see it. I don't really see the vision here at all. So that's really where I'm at. That's what I think. Isn't this like LGBTQ shit all again? It was never about Americans. They just fooled you. And they do what's in their best interest. Well, yeah, but like that doesn't mean that you can't have your own opinions about it that are independent of that. Like I know what you're saying, absolutely. I completely agree with what you're saying, but that doesn't mean you can't have your own opinions independent of that and have your, you know, have your own viewpoints. And so that's how I see it, right? And let's see if we can solve Ukraine. I mean, like he hasn't so far, and he said he would. And so, yeah, if this tariff thing doesn't go very well, I'll be very disappointed. And yeah, that's really it. He'll get something in return, like Apple making more plants in the U.S. Maybe, maybe not, right? I mean, I'm not sure. I'd have to wait and see what happens. But
You know what they say about fascists? Is that if fascists don't get wins often, then support for them kind of dies out. I kind of see it kind of happening here, though to be honest, Asmongold is such an outlier of a person. He's not the status quo. He doesn't represent the average American people, okay? He's a multi-millionaire who drives expensive cars, but dresses cheaply and looks cheaply in order to look like he is with the people, okay? In almost every single way, he is just as pathetic as these other rich people, all right? Just so you know, okay? He's a lizard, okay? He is an iguana. He is somebody who dresses poor to blend in with the rest of the gamers, okay? He benefits from Trump's tax cuts. That's how rich he is. So, you know, that should tell you everything.